Hello, welcome to today's video lesson. This is Professor Otters, and I want to start by covering what we're going to go over. So we're going to install Pycharm. We're going to create our first project with Pycharm, and we're going to look at what the output is for that project. And we're going to talk a little bit about Python installation. So first, I want you to press Pycharm into a search, and you should get this. So what is an IDE? An IDE is an integrated design environment, and the purpose of using an IDE is so that you have a platform to use all these specific tools that you would need for your Python project. So you would have an interpreter, you would have a text editor, you would have a debugging tool. You have all these tools and they're accessible on the same platform, in this case, Pycharm. So I'm going to go ahead and click download. And you don't want the professional version. So when you click here, oops, I downloaded the professional version. I did what I told you not to do. You scroll down a little bit and it should be here, the community edition. So I was a little click happy and I downloaded the wrong version. Don't do that. Scroll down a little bit, make sure that you get the correct operating system using these little tabs up here. It should automatically do that for you, but if not, you can just click on whatever tab you need. You're going to download that, and you're going to either, if you're on Windows, you're going to run an executable. I think you do something similar on iOS, and if you're using Linux, then chances are you already know how to install these programs. Very likely you can use the software manager if you're using Linux to install this IDE. Okay, I'm going to close out, and I wanted to mention that you do need Python on your machine in order to run Python code. If you've installed Pycharm, then it very likely already installed the version of Python to your computer. If the installation doesn't detect a Python on your computer, it'll download whatever version you specified in the setup wizard. So that's that. Yeah, if you need to download Python for whatever reason, you will simply type in python.org/downloads and you'll download a separate installation for that. So I'm going to click out of that. I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to open up Pycharm Community Edition. So I clicked on it. And this is my test project. You've already seen it. But I'll go ahead and I'll open a new project so you can see what this is like. So very likely when you opened this, nothing was here. I'm going to press these lines. I'm going to click on New Project. And I'm going to name my project. Try out Pycharm IDE. Or you can call it, my first program or Hello World, because we're going to do Hello World. The interpreter should be project virtual environment, and your Python version should be whatever version it detects in the system. So in my case, I have Python 3. So I'm going to go ahead and press create. And I'll open in this window. And then now I have an empty project. So if I want to add a Python file, you go up to your project folder. So the project folder is going to have whatever name we specified for it. You're going to right click, and then you can go to new, and then you go to Python file and you click it, and we name it. So this is going to be Hello World Program, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to press enter. And now you have your first file. It's empty. There's so many possibilities, right? But we're going to use a function called print, a print function. And print functions have the little parentheses after the name of the function. This is a built-in function called print. And we're going to create quotation marks. Hello World. Okay, so if this is your first time coding, I'm very excited for you. This is your first program. So now you're going to click on these lines again, and you're going to scroll over to run. And make sure that you've copied this exactly. You've included the quotation marks. You have both sides of the parentheses, or else it won't work. It'll throw up an error. So I'm going to press run hello world program.py. I press enter, and then in the console, you'll see it says hello world. So that's right here. And that's what this code does. It prints hello world. It prints it to the console. If this is your first program, congratulations. You've made it through and you've done your first program. Very exciting. You also have things like debugging tools. So you'd create breakpoints. And we'll talk about this a little bit more later. You don't need to really know about it right now. You just need to know that you can debug things. And when you debug something that you're stopping in the middle of project execution, and then you're checking out what the state is. So that's all you need to know. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Congratulations if that's your first program, and have a wonderful day.